You want me to let you go while you rob a jewelry store?
Yes.
Okay, then you gotta give me my information.
All right.
I'm just gonna talk to you because I just want to know.
No. That's all good.
Yeah, so like, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you, and what's like the most common thing that happens to you from inmates?
Well, I mean, first off, I got not a price on my head, but you're walking into a place where nobody likes you from the time you start your job to the time you end your job. That part kind of sucks.
Yeah, that sucks ass, dude.
Like, usually I feel like you envision a job where you show up and if you do good things happen kind of thing, but it's not rewarding in that aspect. No.
I feel like you'd be more rewarding for rewarding inmates.
Not necessarily, man. I mean, you have your 50% of the inmates that are just trying to do their time and like peacefully. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some fucking chill ass inmates that I'll bullshit with about personal stuff, you know. I mean, not like I'm on my end, but just how mean you were talking now. That's how I talk to inmates anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm not an asshole or anything. I've been pretty fortunate. I've never been beat up or anything like that, unless
But you have had a price on your head?
I mean, I've been in black books. Yeah, I've been.
That's scary as fuck.
I've been targeted by like the Mexican mafia and stuff, and just for doing my job, I guess. Yeah, kind of shitty.
That shitty is. Oh man. What's like the most? Well, so yeah, I know 50% just want to do their time. The other 50 are just like steady, just like chirping.
Yeah. And like the way I put it to people is, inmates have 365 days a year to get you fired, and that's literally what they try and do. They try and bring you to like a breaking point where you get to the point where you're upset and you lose your cool. That's what they want, man. So a lot of times they're gonna talk shit. They're gonna push you the limits that some people don't have, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I would lose my cool so fast.
Yeah, there's a high turnover rate, man. A lot of cops don't make it more than like a year and that's good for most people.
You're robbing a jewelry store in front of a cop.
Hey, man. Yeah, it takes a different type of person, man, because and then the thing is that the inmates are fucking like not all of them, and I just use this as a reference, but they're like dogs, dude. They smell your fear and your weaknesses and stuff like that. So a lot of newer cops, and they just drop the age from 21 to 18, which I think is fucking retarded. But a lot of cops will come in with a badass attitude, like they're gonna run the place because they got a badge. And these inmates have no shame in fucking you up. Like they will break your face and take whatever punishment comes, even though it's 5 years additional to their charge if they lay a hand on you. But
dude,
some of them,
18-year-olds look like babies too. So like,
and a lot of these guys are lifers, bro. You think they give a fuck about breaking your face and receiving 5 extra years, dude? They'll do that for $100, bro. So
they'll do that for a pack of cigs. Yeah.
You know, and everything is money, obviously, and a lot of cops get compromised. Some people can't deal with the pressure.
I mean, that's how all the phones get in, right?
Right. And so for your average like flip phone, you'll get $500, dude, for like a Walmart $50 phone. That's
insane.
The security on our part is pretty whack. Cops are able to get in with all kinds of shit, bro.
He's robbing a jewelry store.
We have a metal detector and like scanners up front, but not all the time will it pick up, you know, like narcotics and fucking drugs and shit.
Oh, when they walk through the scanners?
Right. So it's not picking up, and a lot of females get away with it because they got those wires in their bras, so we'll have to use a wander on them. But then, you know, what's to say the difference of a fucking I don't know, like a knife and a goddamn
Wire in the
bra liner. Yeah, man. So it's a joke, dude. Sometimes. So a lot of times it's not even worth because certain inmates have rules. So like the majority of the time, if you find a cell phone on an inmate, they have to fight you for it. They can't just give it up to you because then they'll get beat up on their end. And there have been times when I've walked away from phones because I just don't get paid enough to care to fight that inmate for that phone.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'll be like, nah, pass. You can keep it today, bro.
Unless it was like somebody you like who gave you shit all the time, then like fuck that guy. But
yeah. But inmates run the prison, man. We just facilitate it. They're not essentially out for us, but
well, they're there. Yeah, they're there 24/7, like you said, man. You guys are trying to go home at the end of the day.
Yeah, but like I'm at work more than I'm at home. I work 12-hour shifts. I'm there just as long as they are half the time, like when they're awake and I'm awake or whatever the case. But I'd say for the most part, though, if you're just there doing your job and not overkilling it, you're pretty safe. Females have an even easier job. Females don't get assaulted. They have to be green lighted to get fucked up. Males can just say the wrong thing and get punched out.
Yeah, you show any sign of disrespect, and they're
well, that just depends. Like they're pretty good with their morals and integrities. Like I've had inmates call me out, and I've talked shit right back, and they were expecting their buddies to help out. The inmates know. I mean, if an inmate starts talking shit to me and I return fire with shit talking, the majority of the population will just kind of stand back and let that be a one-on-one thing. But if I come in kicking, fires and throwing trash around, of course they're gonna gang up and fuck me up.
Is it kind of like California where like it's all like race divided?
Yeah. They definitely stay their own kind, but that's only on a general population yard. 80% of the prison is PC, which is protected custody, and they lose that right to claim the whole race card. Picture it like the Matrix. The people that are untapped are GP, and the people in the system are all PC.
I don't understand a word you just said.
Do you remember the movie The Matrix?
Yeah.
So like the ones that were free, that weren't part of like the computer system, and they were like, I don't know how to explain it, but so like the general population is like considered the show, like theater.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you don't, so they're not labeled as snitches or bitches. General population, they handle their own shit. But like once you PC up, that means you either tattled on somebody or you got scared and you ran away from a problem and you couldn't be on the yard for whatever reason. Then that's called a PC move. So like protective custody.
A bitch move.
And so the GPs separate themselves from PCs, and the GP yards are the ones. Are there
PC yards, or are they just on lockdown?
No, 80% of the yards at the prisons are all PC. It's going to a PC world.
What the fuck?
So the GPs are going away, I guess. Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
And it sucks too, because we have our bad apples just like the inmates do. We judge the inmates for the few bad ones all the time. Yeah. No, you can only deal with so much before you just start treating everybody the same. That probably sucks for inmates, but if you're good with your communication, you can usually get by pretty easily, man, without hassle. So as a sergeant, though, I take a lot of my military experience into effect and try and motivate my staff on a daily basis because they get complacent, especially at night. I work graves. But I say like the craziest shit are just seeing inmates in the aftermath of the small drama bullshit that they have with each other. $100 debt and they're getting their face kicked in like smashed pumpkins. Fucking just brutal murder scenes.
Fucking killed over honey buns.
But it's all good though, because they're just killing each other. A lot of ODs.
You ever see Riot Kickoff?
Yeah. Yeah, where they all group up and they refuse to do whatever. Fucking.
And then you get like fucking whatever it's called. They're like the SWAT but for prison.
Yeah. So we have like a SWAT team. It's our tactical support unit, and they show up. But they're just officers that are already on the clock, and they just go change out and stuff. They're not like specially paid or trained. Fucking. They receive extra training, but it's not as cool.
Oh, so they're not like special forces, dudes.
No.
You could probably kick 90% of their ass.
No, man. I refuse to fucking join the TSU team. For the most part, you do your job too well, and you probably get beat up. You don't do it enough, and you're considered weak. It's just a happy medium that you have to do your job. Yeah. And so like a lot of newer officers, like I was an FTO for like 3 years too before I promoted at the prison. But a lot of officers think that they have to be badass because of the environment. And yeah, it's a shitty environment, but I'm not gonna say that I'm weak, but I don't come off like a badass. I don't try and talk shit. I definitely am sarcastic as fuck.
Right?
Yeah, I'm definitely sarcastic. Like when the inmates are fucking covering up their windows and they're trying to fucking prove a point and demand justice on their end and shit. Like I show up and I literally tell them that I don't negotiate with terrorists. So you do what you feel is right, bro. And he's like, I'm not a fucking terrorist. Well, whatever you're doing, just go on and just get it out of your system, bro, because I'm gonna do the same shit. And they're like, bro, you think I'm scared of you? I don't care if you're scared of me, bro. Like I have a taser. I could care less, dude. If the inmates are just gonna do the same shit every time, I'm just gonna call for additional resources. And we're gonna go in there and fucking either spray them or tase them, puff them up. Same shit.
I don't negotiate with terrorists. I love it.
Yeah, I'm past the point of negotiations. So whatever they want to do. Negotiations have failed.